This is the plaintiff, Jane Duru. She says she and the defendant share a common wall between their two townhomes. And one day, when she returned from work, her house looked different. Unbelievably, the defendant decided to remove all the stucco from the front of her home and replaced it with green vinyl. Her home looked so different she couldn't even recognize it. She wants it back to the way it used to be. The defendant refuses, so she's suing for the $4,000 it's gonna cost her. This is the defendant, John Gouldsberry. He says hogwash. The plaintiff simply making false accusations he defaced her wall. The woman's just plain crazy, isn't well liked around the neighborhood, and all he knows is he owes her squat. He's accused of an extreme makeover.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Jane Duru, you are suing your neighbor, John Gouldsberry, for $4,000 that you say it's going to cost to remove some siding that he put on the side of his house, which is actually over your property line. All right, tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, I moved into this property. I bought this property in 2000. When I bought it, the wife, they were so good to me. In fact, a total stranger, the wife opened the door to let me see the interior before, and she said she was going to be praying for me to get, it's a townhouse.
Okay, so you share a wall?
Yes, we share a wall. It's 4 units in one.
Okay, so the 4 units are one building?
Yes.
So there's 3 walls that are shared, okay?
Over the years, we've been friends, good neighbor. The kids played. We bought Christmas gifts for each other. He often helped me out.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
So what happened?
But it's like he's very territorial. And the last straw was when he cuts the grass. When I cut the grass, he complains I don't cut it well. So I decided I don't want grass no more. First, I told the wife, okay, I'm going to do potted plants. I'm going to put my recycle container. You know, I showed her where I'm going to do it.
Why do you have to show her? Were you putting it where they live?
No, because, you know, it's a townhouse. The way the house is, I wanted them to understand I'm not putting my smelly garbage by their door because it will almost be like they're going down up their stairs.
Do you have a picture of the 4 units? Let me see that. Okay, so you're having problems back and forth, and the one that brings you to court is what?
Okay, the one that brought me to court is the sidings. The sidings, okay, we share a common wall. The other side is his and the other side is mine. And one day he's changing the view of his own property, which I had no problem with. And the wife knocked on my door, asked me, told me the mess they are making, they are going to. I said, there'll be no problem. I know you will.
So you still get along pretty well with the wife?
Yeah.
The problem is just between you two?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so, and I said so I went to work the following day, and I came back. My side of the wall has been replaced. The stucco has been taken out.
Okay, and what you're referring to is because although you two share a wall, his property, his actual building juts out several feet forward from yours. So what we're talking about is the wall in between.
Yeah, like this is a wall.
Well, here's a picture right here. So this is his property, and he says this is his property too.
Yeah.
So when he put siding on his house, he put it on that side as well. You say that's actually on your land.
Yeah, he removed the stucco there.
Because there used to be stucco there, and
yes,
he puts that.
So
this one's your property, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you were changing the look, as you have a right to do. You're the homeowner, and so now instead of 4 that looked the same, yours was going to look different.
Right.
What possessed you to do the side, knowing you were having problems with that neighbor? You felt it was yours to do?
Because you're on the thing, before I even did that, she put tiles all the way up to my wall. Okay,
she did put tiles all the way up to your wall.
And I asked her, what are you putting the tiles there for? She turned around and says, because that's my property, because she wanted to put her garbage cans right against my door where you walk up the stairs. I said, you can't do that. She goes, I can do whatever I want. I said, no, you can't, Jane. And she goes, well, take it up with someone else. So I just left it like that. It looks nice. I said, hey, Looks nice. Let me leave it like that.
Clearly, if you're saying that that this, unless you're saying that all of this is your property, you feel that you tiled all the way your property?
Yes, Your Honor.
But that's a good, how much?
Let me
just a second, I'm talking.
Okay, sorry.
How much, what's the measurement? Well, let's see, do we have any, do you have pictures? Everybody give me all of their pictures. This is 12-inch tile?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about 1 foot, 2 inches, 3 inches.
Okay.
But it looks nice. I didn't care.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, about 1 foot and 3 inches, that would be a fair estimation. You're complaining about the siding, you're not complaining about the stone?
No.
But according to you, the stone's on your property too.
Yeah, but I really don't care because
about the front. You just care that that's the side where your house is.
Because why I didn't care about the front, Your Honor, is because it will make his property look better because of the way the house is positioned.
Right, but you thought the side was overkill. Like the side, now he took your side, not his side.
Yes, he waited till I went to work.
Okay, have you, so he waited till you went to work?
To do this,
Okay.
Your Honor, it's become a problem because...
You guys are like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Oh.
I just need
You haven't heard of
peace.
it, Your Honor.
I don't know my neighbors that hate me because he's going all about talking about me in the neighborhood. I don't know the people that moved in. I've had my car keyed from bumper to bumper. I've been slapped.
Wait, I don't understand. You've been slapped?
Yes, Your
By
Honor.
whom?
By another neighbor that I don't know.
Wait, what does that have to do with him though?
No, I'm not. He's saying I'm
You feel
referring
like he's
to what
trashing you to the other neighbor,
yes.
but he didn't cause somebody to slap you. What
No,
happened?
no,
Do you know
Your
what you're
Honor,
talking
I'm not
about?
accusing.
What happened? Yeah.
Okay, she got a parking in front of her house. She's got a driveway. So one night she comes home and she parks it in front of somebody's house. Okay.
Wait, the guy next door, the person next door,
No. It's about three houses down.
on the street.
Yes, on the street.
Why isn't she entitled to park on the street?
Because what happens is it's a round circle, Your Honor. Okay, and what happens is instead of parking the way the curb
Wait, doesn't
goes,
she have a right to park on the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that. She instead of parking this way, she parked it in front of the guy's house this way.
Oh.
So what happens is,
How do you know this?
because I know the neighbors.
Okay.
So
Did he slap her?
No. What happened there was a big argument, and I was like, "What's going on?" She comes over and says, "Somebody slashed my car," and banging on this lady's window. She's about 60 years old, 70 years old, banging on her door. She opens the door, scared. Well, what happened? Her son came down, grabbed her, and threw her off the steps. Said, "What are you doing, banging on my door like that and scaring my mother? She's 70 years old. You give her a heart attack."
All right.
Blamed-
We got enough with
Okay.
your name.
She
I
blamed
can't believe you
frustration.
guys are living in such close quarters and nobody gets along in the first three. All right. Well, I guess you get along. Number
Well,
one and
see-
number three get along, but number two doesn't get along with number one or number three. Okay. This is the wall in question, correct? That's green here?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It's a really simple question. Okay. You either have a right to do that or you don't have a right to do that. And the question is going to depend on the survey. Do you have a survey? She does.
Well, that's the same survey that I got. Your
Then
Honor.
okay, and you contend that survey allows you to go ahead and do it?
Right, but nobody came to the house to survey our property line. Okay.
Nobody
Your Honor?
has to come to the house to survey your problem. I mean, unless it's so close that I can't
Well,
tell.
that's what it is. Because the guy, when I went to a survey guy, he told me it was $375 to have him come down and give me my line.
Well, it's going to be 4,000 if you lose here.
Okay.
375 is looking good, isn't it?
Yeah. So he told me.
4,000 is ridiculous to take down siding and put stucco, by the way.
Your Honor, I have the...
I don't care what you have. It's not reasonable. If you got that, you got an inflated, ballooned thing to make more money in court because
Your Honor.
I know it doesn't cost $4,000 to take this little wall and take. Oh, by the way, this goes up. You have a second story. Stop talking. You have a second story.
Yeah.
Is this wall and this wall
Right, yes.
exactly on one plane?
Yes.
Oh, they are. Okay, it's just the angle of the photo. Okay. So these are the two walls that she is referring to that she feels need to be restuccoed, or not well, your house is stucco on the bottom and siding on the top.
That's what it was, Your Honor.
So there was siding on the top?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what you're asking is to restucco the bottom and paint, I guess, the top, the color of your paint.
Yeah, Your Honor,
Right?
to tell you the truth, I'm not in court. I'm not interested in his money. All I just want is to be left alone.
Okay.
This is ongoing.
Now she is portraying that you are escalating it all the time. What is your response to that?
I'm not mad at her. I'm friends with everybody.
Oh, God.
Well,
All right.
not according to her. According to her, you're tormenting her, trashing her in the
I'm friends
neighborhood.
with everybody. I love everybody. I don't bother nobody.
Okay.
You step on my toes, I'm going to give it back to you.
Okay, well, that's what she's saying. That
Okay, right.
You feel she's
So
stepping
now-
on your toes, so you're giving it back to her.
Right.
Okay, how is she stepping on your toes?
She cuts her grass. I'm having a party in the backyard. Infants, barbecuing. She had somebody come back, Mexican guy, nice guy.
What's wrong with
nice guy? No,
Of
definitely
course
nice
it's
guy.
Mexican. It's cutting the lawn, right?
Nice guy.
What does that mean?
So he
What
comes.
does that mean?
So he comes. He does the lawn, and I asked him if he wanted water and stuff like that. She never gave him water.
Oh, you're so kind. It's almost like he's human. Go ahead.
Okay. So now all of a sudden he cuts it. Then all of a sudden he takes pesticides and starts squirting pesticides there. All right. I told the guy, stop squirting it. She tells him, keep going. There's infants back there breathing this stuff in. There's food all over, getting on there. I was like, Jane, tell the guy to stop. Jane goes.
So she dishes it out just like you dish it out.
What's wrong
like
with
you? Like you both
you?
enjoy this.
Your Honor, can
I'm
I say
looking at
something?
stop.
But I'm not mad at her. She just keeps coming back at me saying, oh, John,
Nah,
you can't do this, you can't do that.
You both dish it out.
No.
You both dish
but
it out.
I don't, you know.
This doesn't help you, right? You looked at this, right?
What is it? The blueprint?
Did you look at this, the blueprint, before you handed it to me?
Yeah, I just seen the wall coming out.
Yeah, like coming out past what is the
And
partition line?
when I asked the guy, the survey guy, he goes, the best thing I can tell you is that it's a shared wall. She could use it and you could use it.
No, but that doesn't, well, that...
That's what he said is true.
Okay, that
So
is
she's got the
incorrect. It's
meter.
either on your property line or it's on hers or it's right in between and then we have like, you know, issues. If it's right in between, how does that give you the right to make it look like your house and not hers? Which it's not. It's over. Show me the estimate to remove the siding. Why would he have to remove the siding from the right side of the wall? See, this right here tells me this guy's a joke. Because why would you have to remove the siding rather than paint the siding? The siding is the exact same siding that was over. Did you guys paint the siding or did you put new siding on?
New siding.
I'm told to do the stucco that was removed is a lot of money. I don't build, I don't know.
Stucco is just a piece of foam.
Stucco, I know what stucco is. My father's a contractor, my brother's a contractor.
I don't know.
All right, court's in recess.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if you were in a huge neighborhood war, what would you do to break the whole anger thing?
I think the best thing to do is probably just try and talk to them and...
But how do you do it? I mean, you knock at the door with a person that you've hated for 5 years. What do you do?
You kill them with kindness.
Oh, I'm so glad there was something after kill him. Okay.
And you just act neighborly so that you are the good example.
But you were probably angry too, so could you do it? You said you were in a neighborhood war?
Yeah, right.
Could you do that with your neighbor and try to kill him with kindness?
Sure, anytime.
I so don't believe you. Going inside the courtroom.
So here's what's going on. Number one, I'm looking at a survey, and I see the survey, and in fact, this wall is not yours. This wall, this part of your house is on her property line. So she has the right to ask me to order you to pay money to remove the siding. And there's a reason why that she wants that done. Part of the reason may be she hates you, and you guys are the Hatfields and the McCoys, but another part of it is when you take up, you usurp the side, your house looks bigger and nicer, and her house looks punier and less, you know, she doesn't want that. So she has a right to get this siding removed. The bottom part of her house is stucco. She wants that restuccoed. This top part, the siding doesn't need to come down. It can be painted. There's no reason for that, okay? And that's going to cost her something. Is it the $4,000 she's asking for? Absolutely not. That's, I think, very inflated. And now I got to tell you guys something, because this is your problem and not mine. When I bang that gavel, I'm done. I'm done. But a person's home is their castle. And they should be able to live in peace in their castle. Okay? So if somebody's spraying pesticides during a barbecue, cut it out. And if somebody's bad-mouthing the other one cut it out. Okay? Just cut it out. Yeah, go ahead. I'm letting you keep asking questions because I know you're going to have problems.
No, because she turns around to my wife and tells my wife, you better put him on a leash.
Put him on a leash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do I do to her? I don't say nothing to her. Her daughter comes out of the car and say, hi, Jane. Hi,
Okay,
Chi-Chi.
good. Well, everybody, I have a suggestion for you. No, I'm done. I'm not a counselor. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm Judge Milian. Stop, okay? All right? You need to, I just have a strongly worded suggestion to the two of you that you attempt to be very, very careful about doing anything that involves the property line, okay? Now, I'm ordering a judgment in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $1,500.
Well, let's find out what the future holds for this little neighborhood here. What's your feeling coming out here?
Not much, eh? What can I say? I still love her, but now she's going to turn around and say, this is wrong, that's wrong. So, hey, whatever she wants to do, she does.
So do you want a long leash or a short leash?
I don't know, maybe a medium one.
Medium?
If they have it.
And a tight, should the collar be loose? A little loose? Keep it loose.
Well, with her, it might be tight.
Yeah, it might be. Well, listen, can you get along and
I get along. It's
peace in the
her.
neighborhood?
It's her.
It's her?
It's her.
All right, I'll ask her, all right?
Yes, you got
I'll
it.
ask her. All right, you head right around the corner there.
Have a good one.
All right, come on in here. There he goes. That's your neighbor right there. That's your neighbor. He seems like a very nice guy. What?
I have no comment. I could care less about the money award today. All I honestly want is for him to let me be, to leave me in peace.
You want him to stay away from you, or are you willing to reach out and be neighborly?
When I always say good morning, his kids say good morning to me.
That's good.
Sorry.
Okay, Harvey.
Okay, you know, I got to tell you, this lady is really right. That what you have to do is you go next door and say, look, I'm tired of living this way. I don't want to do it. I want to figure out a way of solving this thing. It's really interesting because nobody's happy in a neighborhood war. And if you go there and you're honest about it, it's amazing how you can solve the problem. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.